Now, this thing called problem, where is this thing called problem coming from? It's always mind. It's actually all situations. Mind says this is a problem you have to deal with, right? For what? For the mind to stay important. Always you look at everything is situation, and no situation lasts forever. Situations keep shifting. One leads to the other, another comes. That's why I said two possibilities of a human existence is, one is happiness, one is sorrow. Nothing stays forever. Both do not stay forever. So mind always hooks on something and say, hey, look here, this is a problem. Problem comes out of expectations. Mind expects happiness all the time, rejects pain all the time. So what stays? What you reject stays. What you accept, it comes and goes and it merges with you. Whenever you look at life, look at how much you are rejecting or what you are afraid of. That is what stays. What you love is your state. You are happy. You will not even know that it stays. It will be staying, but then it will be staying silently. But whenever we resist something for a long period of time, especially we do not agree with any of our weaknesses, right? But tell me one person who do not have weaknesses in the world. It's not always strength. We have strengths and we have weaknesses, and we should have. All of us, 7.5 billion people of the world, have strengths and weaknesses, and that's the way it is. Now we say, I have no weakness, we are lying, isn't it? So, but we try our best to cover up all our weaknesses and show the strength. Then we have to mask, put masks. We are being hypocrites. So this is exactly what is creating situations of or problems. If you are natural, if you are spontaneous, if you are yourself, nothing stays as a problem. There will be situations, but you will easily float through all the situations because you are not bound by the results of it. You are accepting it. Situations are happening, I am responding. Whenever you resist, there is a friction, there is a conflict, there is a violence connected to it. When there is violence, there is pain. Even it could be thought, words, actions. When there is a negative or a resistance, then there is always a pain connected to it. But if you are love and you look at everybody as yourself, you only see yourself. Actually, there is nothing apart from you in this world. All the people whom you come across or all the situations you handle a day, they are all your reflections. When you have tremendous fear about something, that thing comes to you because you are attracting it. You know, same like love. You know, when you love something, especially when you love yourself and accept yourself, you attract all the goodness of the world, right? When we store more and we are very, very reluctant to share, we are expressing poverty. What do you get then from the world? Poverty, state of being poor. So this is how it works. You know, so you look at life from a very large perspective. You understand that everything is your reflection. You created the whole thing. And then there's no good or bad here. No do's or don'ts. I always say that I have only one thing which I don't like in this world, which I don't recommend to any of the people who follow me, is violence in thoughts, words and action. You know, otherwise everything is okay. You know, it's, I do not, see, why I say violence is not good is because that creates that kind of effect. When you are angry with somebody, right, you are actually angry with yourself. Where does anger come from? Some disappointment. And disappointment is rooted on expectation. If I do not expect anything from you, I can love you without a reason. It's beautiful. You know, you can love somebody without a reason. That's amazing. But if I expect something from you, then I'm already thinking, calculating, planning, judging. All those things happen. We contaminate the whole system. Right? So first and foremost, understand there are no problems anywhere except in mind. That also only when you are awake. When you're dreaming, the same problem doesn't exist. When you are in deep sleep, no problem of that exists. When you wake up, you bring that problem. You know, everything is situation which you must handle because you brought them. You brought them to reality. Not maybe consciously, even unconsciously. Like a thing which you watch in the television and you got deeply involved with that. And then you attract that emotion into you, and that will probably reflect in life. You may not have experienced it yourself per se, but whatever happened in the television, you thought it's yours. You capture that feeling inside. It can happen. Like that, we are like sponge. So, living kindness, living compassion has a great and deep value, and it has got a lot of power. And that will change the consciousness or change the collective consciousness. Right? The vibrations change, frequencies change. With your life, that's the best message. You can't really, life is your biggest guru. Life is the greatest teacher. Nobody can give you any lessons better than life. So accept life, embrace life, love yourself. That's the thing which you have to do. That's the practice which we must do. And always believe that God is inside. You know, we are talking to a God outside, attributing that something else will come and give you something. But that's not the truth. If you get what you are receiving everything from earth as you are, as exactly as you are. So your destiny is as you are, not what you demand or what you aspire for. Everything comes to you if you are peaceful, peace comes to you. If you are accepting yourself, acceptance comes to you. If you love yourself, love comes to you. When you love yourself, you can't judge anybody, because only you see yourself around. When you judge yourself, you judge others. See, when you criticize yourself, you'll start criticizing others. And you see everywhere problems. All people are not good. I'm good. Is that possible? See, it's all reflections. It's all reflections. You have every right to be absolute love. Every right. Nobody can take it away from you. Even if you are in your worst situations. See, one example I always love to quote. There was a huge tsunami hit in Japan a few years ago. You know, it's proven that the children were in school, small children, like 4 years, 5 years old children, and they were carrying their little food and water bottle, and salt water came into the city. There's no water to drink. These children shared this fresh water with others without anybody telling them. You see? You know, that's exactly what we are. The children know it. Why can't we know it? When did we stop knowing all these small things, important things? When? When we decided we are adults. Are we? It's again an illusion, right? We are all children of Mother Earth, right? It doesn't matter what age you are. Age is just a factor connected to the body. You are ageless. You are eternal. You are ageless. Body has a particular age, but that is because we have a duration prescribed boundary. That's it. But that's nothing. What is age? So we don't have to be. We are all children. Actually, we are children of Earth, and we behave like that, and we share. You see, no problems on Earth. No problems. Thank you.